Welcome back to Big Joe Backyard Barbecue. Today we've got beautiful Carolina style pulled pork on the Big Joe 3, one of my favorite things to cook. Now we are starting today with 2 pork butts. One is bone in right here. One is boneless, and that's just because that's what they had at the store. And the prep on this is very, very simple. This little step here you don't have to do, but I like doing this crosshatch pattern across the fat cap that sits on top of the pork butt. And what that does for us is it really helps us render this fat down as we cook this low and slow. And when we go to pull it at the very end, these little squares are going to be perfectly done, and they are going to pull really, really well. But not something you have to do. They definitely look cool and look great, and they help with the cooking process. So I think it adds about 30 seconds to your prep. Well worth it on the pork butts in my experience. And then this is probably the most forgiving cut you're going to have in barbecue. So you can do a lot to this. Once that's done, we're going to season our pork butts with whatever barbecue rub you love. This is the Killer Hogs, the barbecue rub. I like it a lot. It's got great flavor, and the color that you get, really, really nice. If you have a boneless butt, this would be good to get inside all the little crevices in the bone in. You're just going to be going on all sides. You want to be very liberal with your rub because we're not getting any seasoning inside this huge piece of meat. We're going to do all that afterwards. So we've got our Big Joe 3 preheated to 225 degrees. That's the temperature I like to do pork butts at. I'm going to attempt to do the fat cap up here. It's kind of an oblong piece, but I like to have the fat cap up. We've got deflector plates down. We've got 4 chunks of maple wood and a little aluminum foil pan here to catch the drippings. That's going to make cleanup much easier. We're going to drop a temperature probe in here. We're running at 225 until we hit an internal of 203. It's morning. The pork has been going for about 13 hours now. We hit 190 internal. See, we're getting this beautiful bark and crust. And notice we never spritz this. We never put anything in the pan underneath. There's no need to inject anything. This is the most forgiving, large format piece of protein you're going to smoke on here. And you get really amazing temperature and humidity control in the Kamado Joe. So you don't need to add liquid or moisture into your grill to smoke meat at a really high level. But we hit 190 internal. We're going to let this get to 203. At this point, if you wanted to bump it up to 250, 275, no issues there. You'll get there a little bit faster. If not, those last kind of 10, 15 degrees usually take the longest, but that's when your crust is really developing nicely and all that intramuscular fat that's in there is melting down and making the pork incredibly juicy. So we're going to let this ride, let you know how long it takes. We're 17 hours in. We just hit an internal of 203. But honestly, this is such a forgiving piece of meat that if you need to pull it at 195, 200, 205, all of that is just fine. We're going to wrap this up in 3 layers of aluminum foil, and then in a beach blanket with a cooler down here to rest for anywhere from 1 to 4 hours. Then we'll get it pulled. Now, one of the hallmarks of Eastern Carolina barbecue is their vinegar-based tangy sauce. So we're going to be doing our own sauce here with 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. Then we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. One tablespoon of hot sauce. 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And then we're going to give that really good whisk. We want all that sugar to dissolve into this mixture. And we're going to let this sit for at least an hour, ideally overnight. Okay, our pulled pork is rested. If we did our job right, this bone should come right out with no meat on top. And it does. That's a clean bone. That's a nice cook. And then we should be able to just pull this apart. It's super tender and juicy on the inside. I mean, you can see kind of how moist this meat has come out. The bark is perfect. I mean, it came out really, really nice. The smell is phenomenal in here. But this is just a textbook classic pulled pork here, and we're going to get it seasoned up in a second. Next, we're going to season this up with our vinegar-based sauce here and get that really nice and mixed in. And that's going to season our meat great. Give us some great flavor. Because it's a huge chunk of meat, and the seasoning doesn't go all the way to the inside. And then you kind of taste it as you go. Now ready for our taste test. We've got some beautiful bark here, great smoke ring. And now for the taste test. Delicious. That pork is so tender. The sauce gives it this really nice tang, great acidity from the vinegar, little pop from the hot sauce and the red pepper flakes, but that's delicious. Goes great on a bun. You can do tacos with them, crisp them up in the pan. You could do some amazing nachos, but this pulled pork, absolute winner. If you like that, if you have any great recipes for Carolina style pulled pork, please leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching.